Live to YouTube, but that's okay. So we are recording. So I'll say, hey, welcome everybody. This is episode, I think, 57. I didn't make any slides today, but I think that's right. So this is our Tuesday Tech Talk. Today we're coming from SEDC live via the Zoom camera. Whoa. But we're going to show off some of the teacher toolboxes and Breakout EDU kits that we have available to you to check out, to use with said students that are unruly and need some engaging activities and hands-on things to keep them going. So I'm gonna turn the camera around here and I'll give you to Chris. Well, say hi, Chris.
Welcome, everybody. So yeah, we wanted to show you these. These are great hands-on activities because we know after towards the end of the year when you've been just teaching all year long, and especially after testing, you want some hands-on activities to maybe reinforce some things that were taught, or just to learn in some new ways, or to let the kids kind of get active and hands-on. These are some great activities. They're available year-round, and they just don't get checked out enough. So we'd love to be able to get them to you. Sometimes it can be a little difficult getting them out to you, especially you folks out in Miller, but we've got enough people that travel back and forth enough. In fact, Joby is heading out there tomorrow, that we would be happy to deliver them. We just need enough notice and we'll get them out to you. So any of these kits can be delivered to you. So I want to share, we don't have them all out here, they're on our website, and Clint will share the link with you when he does his follow-up. But I want to share some of my favorite sites or sets. This is a brand new one, and this is called Wild Aware. And I just love this because one of the things is a bucket of scat, okay? Now, I don't know what part of the cord this ties into, but this actually has different examples of animal poop, okay? Scat, they should say. And then it has all of these books, Track That Scat. What a great way to tie in reading, which we all know how much I love, tie in reading, and then actually have the kids track things. And there's these things that they can trace, the different types of animal scats and shapes. And it also comes, finally found a great use for those old VHS cassette tapes, cassette boxes. And then look at this. Each one of these has an animal hide on it. So think of how great, especially in our rural area, these kids know these animals, but to find out a little bit more, I bet you a lot of your students are trackers. But just think how much the kids could share. They've actually got, here's a coyote skull, okay? And so I'm not even showing you everything in these kits, but there's books, there's antlers, and then there's a lot of learning activities. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that kids can learn about the animals. There's the pictures with all the stuff on the back so that kids can learn a little bit more. Because I think just like kids don't always know about our local areas, remember when I lived out in Burl, kids had never been to Zion and Bryce. I think these local animals kids could always learn more about. So I think that would be a great kit to help kids learn more. The next one that we're going to talk about is our botany bin. These come from the Red Butte Garden, and this is a great one. These all come with lessons, okay? They come with this book, this binder that has lessons, and I've got one marked just to show you. Okay, can you see that? Focus in on that. So here's one lesson, and it shows the enduring the understanding, the essential questions, the background information, and then when you turn the page, it's got everything here is in the kit that you need for the lesson. And this one was the physical state of matter and water. So it gives you a lesson about making ice cubes. The ice cube trays are here, the buckets, everything you need. And to record your information is all right here. It even has the Bill Nye the Science Guy DVD to go with it. There's the curriculum and activity guide that goes with it. And some of these are also in Spanish. So you also have Spanish worksheets to go with this for your Spanish speaking students. They also have these plants of all the Utah plants, and they're in these presses with the descriptions on the back. And it's not just this one, but Clint, if you scan down here, you can see this tote is just full of these plants. So these are all the Utah plants. So think how many kind of matching and discovery games and activities that you could do with the kids. It also comes with water testing kit. So you could test what the kind of water that you have. They have magnifying glasses, beakers to collect the water. Also, everything that you need except for the water, okay, is in this bucket right here. So you could just take this, add water, and be able to go do a lesson. Okay. Any questions? Okay, the next one.
Hey, Jeremy, will you watch the chat? And if there are any questions, read them out for us.
Yeah, I will. I'll watch
Thank
it for
you.
you. You got some stuff for him. He likes scat.
The next one is our plants, and this is a really fun one too, because like the other kit, in the box, it has all the plants as well. So this one is from the Natural History Museum, and it's got the plant specimen list. So it also has lessons and plants by habitat. Okay, and it tells all about the plants, and it's got the seed cycle. So all sorts of lessons in there, plant classification, plant habitats. And they all have books. So this one has all of these books about plants that you can read in class.
Oop,
Oh,
sorry.
sorry. Okay. And then the seed dispersal box, when we talk about the plant cycle, how do those seeds get spread around? So students can look and see how seeds are part of the plants and what happens, how they get spread.
Don't drop that box.
Yeah. Then they can go and kind of disperse their own. This kind of a disposable seeds that in the museums and the Botany Center, they also replace some of this stuff for me. Okay. We have more seeds that you can do seed sorting games with. And then a plant press. So if the kids want to go collect their own plants, then they can press them and they can make their own types of things like this. You would have to supply some type of plastic, but even just some wax paper type of things, but let the kids, compress their own. So that's the plants, and we have 2 of those available. And we also have the ethnobotany, which deals in more of the plants, and there's some canes and things that you can weave with. It's really neat. And then we move on to fossils. We've got quite a few fossils. We've got some dinosaur boxes. They're really big. I didn't bring those out, but we've got several sets of fossils that kindergarten teachers just go crazy over. The kids love them because the kids can just, what kid would not want to play with that, right? So the kids can actually see the sizes of what the animals are, okay?
Show the other ones.
Okay. Not only those, but if you look in here, we have all of these as well. And kids can be their own little archaeologist. They can come in here with this box of sand and you can teach them how to grid. I did this once in a playground when I was at an elementary school, and we took the whole playground, which was sand, and we marked out these grids and buried stuff. Kids had a blast, but the kids can come in here and they can mark out the coordinates, and they can come in here and discover their own fossils. Okay, and then they all have educational items in with them as well. So here there's a matching set. Okay, they would have to match the item with the description of it. And again, there are lesson plans. Okay, they're all, not all of these are tied to the new seed core. There's some of them are tied to the old standards, but there's a lot of good information, a lot of good lesson ideas, how to do station rotations. They're very well done, very well thought out, a lot of really good information. Okay, and then they also have a lot of books in them that you can use. So they make great centers, even if you wanted to check it out and just have it in the center, or any of my librarians that are watching, check it out, put it in the corner of your library and let the kids just come explore it and make it an exploring center, and a makerspace type idea, and let the kids come and explore. Each one has an inventory on it and you just check and make sure. And if something gets lost, it's okay, we'll replace it. I'm more concerned that the kids are out there using it and getting to experience it. So don't worry too much about that. We want to be careful, but we want the kids to use it. I'd rather have the kids out using it than sitting here in the office. Okay. And then rocks and minerals is another one. And this one's pretty fun because it has I ran out of time, but I didn't blow up. It's got the blow up earth, okay? And it also has magnifying glasses. And it's got the things where you can make the circuit, so you can check the metals and the rocks. But it's got the charts, the inventory list, all the different books. But look at all the different rocks. Where would you be able to collect all of those in one place?
Utah.
Utah. Oh, wait, there's more. And then we have all the rocks that are in there. And see how they're all packed? Every kit fits into one of these cases. So it all fits into one case. The case locks up. It's got a handle. It's on wheels. And we just wheel it right out to you. Fits in most cars, and it's really handy. And we have more dinosaurs. These are pretty cute. These are prehistoric animals, fossils. Okay, and so these they have some activities to go with them. It tells about what kind of animals they are, and the kids can learn and explore about them. And then we also have some of the bigger sets that have the bigger elephant bones with them. Anything you want to add to those, Clint? We also have a rocks and soils one soils, I'm sorry, that has different types of dirt that they can explore with, but that's an older one that doesn't get as much use. But like I said, they're all on our website. And then lastly, we have our Breakout EDU. So how many of you have done a breakout? How many people have we got on there, Clint?
Let's see.
Just Jeremy?
Yeah,
No,
me,
there's a
Ben,
couple
and Liesel. So you got
Yeah.
3 of us.
Okay. So breakouts are a great way to use the 4 C's. Can we remember what those are?
Creativity. Oh, I turned my camera off.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say, all we can see is Clint's smiling face right now.
What's wrong with that?
In a pink shirt or red. Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, there we go. I was trying to turn on participants and turn my camera off. All right, so creativity, collaborative thinking, collaboration, and
Oh, we're gonna have to look that up because I can't remember it either. Somebody Google it while we're. So, but using the breakout box, we've got lots of them. We still have our subscription. We haven't done one. It's been what, a year?
it's been at least.
Yeah, been pre-COVID at least. But by doing the breakout boxes, we have a subscription. And the best way it works is if you say, hey, I'm a 9th grade teacher and I'm just finished a unit on this content area, and I'd like to do a fun activity with my kids on this area. And Clint and I will find one that's applicable and share it with you and say, hey, that looks good. And we'll do it for the first one. We'll set it up. We'll do it. We'll bring the box out. We'll do it with your class. Some of your schools have purchased a breakout box. Your librarian may have that. It's a great tool for librarians to purchase. But then when you purchase one, you also purchase the subscription, which gives you access to all the games. And there's tons of great games. Hundreds, yeah. There's also digital breakouts that you can do. But basically the idea is we usually hide some candy or treats and some of the cards in here, but you hide something in here. And each of these locks have some type of key to unlock. So this one is a 3-digit number. So you create a clue and the kids have to solve the clue. And the answer is usually a 3-digit number. Some have a 4-digit number. Sometimes they have to find a key somewhere hidden in the room. Sometimes it's a color pattern
or shapes
or shapes
or words, 5-letter words, shapes or colors or all kinds of different combinations. Like I said, the Breakout Kit is just a platform that all these games can be based upon. And like I said, there are hundreds of games out there. You can use them for pre-engagement activity or kind of wrap up, like Chris said. She just picked up a flashlight looking thing. That's actually a black light. So we have black light pens and then black light lights so that you can hide information and encoded messages on with black light pens. So just a lot of different fun ways to engage your kids that way. And we have 3 of these kits. And as we said, we like to do a we do, you do, or sorry, I do, we do, you do sort of a thing where we'll come and do one for you. If you like it, we'll help you facilitate a game. And then after that, if you want to check it out, you can. Or if it's time for you to buy your own kit, at that point, we could help you get them ordered and things like that. So that's it. Thanks, Chris, for the tour. Any other questions or comments or thoughts from anyone? To get credit for today, just shoot me an email and say you were here today. And then I will send out the link on our website to where all these kits, where you can find more information on those. And as well as there was another thing I was going to send out. I'll remember it later on.
The roll or
The roll will just be emailed today. We'll go
Okay,
that
and
way.
then there's nothing in the chat, and the 4 C's you guys were talking about: communication, collaboration, critical thinking, and creativity.
Creativity.
Yeah,
that's it.
Creativity. So anyway,
Thanks. You win the bonus prize.
Yeah.
yeah, nice. So
Okay.
well, thank you.
So
There's no questions.
Yep.
Good.
If you want to check them out, Clint will send the link, but if you scroll down the page, it'll say click here to reserve a toolbox. And it just takes you to a Google form. And all you do is say which one you want it and what dates you want it. And then from there, I'll get it out to you somehow. So just pick the dates and we'll get it out. And even for, your high school kids, these are still fun activities. Liesl, for your special needs kids, these are great hands-on type activities. You can modify them any way you want.
I bet they'd love that.
Yeah, just get their hands in the sand or playing with the leaves, but what a great way to help them to learn about Utah, especially, who doesn't want to play with scat, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
All right. Yep. So shoot me an email. Let me know what you learned, and then I'll give you credit for that and send you out those links. All right. Thanks for being here today.
Thanks,
You
everybody.
guys take care.